I had a few thoughts on this, and one of the things that I look at is, well, we've had this resolution, the invocation for the last, I know it's been the past 7 years, but I think in the past 6.5, Commissioner Reynolds and I have been a part of this board. And while it's fairly innocuous that we have a prayer, there's a couple of things. One is that I don't believe that, in my opinion, that prayer, however innocuous, doesn't necessarily need to be within the agenda of this body. We're the only local government that has prayer. And in those 6.5 years, I think, as Commissioner Reynolds noted, there's been little to no inclusivity within that. I don't think we ever noted that there's been anyone of the Muslim faith that has ever given the invocation. Hindus, Buddhists. The fact of the matter is that this nation was set up to not have a national religion, to allow people the freedom to be able to worship how they want. And to keep them separate for that specific reason was to prevent the government from overreaching, and opposite, allowing government into religions to be a part of that. One of the things that I look at, and I think we've seen the tenor, while not specifically here in the chambers, change with these prayers, but even the comments. And I think I wanted to share this because of this is the type of comments that have been provoked, or even the thought of bringing up prayer or removing prayer with this resolution. And this was on social media. And they turn into personal attacks. And it's so easy for people to get on social media and dehumanize any one of the elected officials and turn them into personal attacks. It's so easy to do that. Instead of having a conversation about it, we see this so often of how, the numerous negative comments, personal comments that have been made. And this is just one of that I just happened to pick out. And Mr. Chairman, I don't take this lightly when I share this, because I know it's personal to you. But this person says, when the homosexual persuasion of the county commission chairman represents only a small subset of the population of the county and the world, he may unintentionally marginalize residents of the different backgrounds, such as banning prayers from the faithful, the widely held religions to which homosexuality is abnormal. We've got to vote out lefty loons like Americans did on November 5th. And then the next item was, if I had to sit through a long video about the pioneer of gay marriage at a county commission meeting, they can sit through a short prayer. Now, as a Catholic, I don't know about anybody else, but I know my God teaches about love and acceptance of everyone. I look at the fact that even the most recent leaders of the church, of Pope Francis and now Pope Leo, have done more. While I don't feel like it's gone far enough, I think they've worked to be more inclusive of the LGBTQ community. And that is what I say and what I mean of being loving and being accepting. So when I see these types of comments that are made about anybody but directed at one of our own, I'm going to stand in support of them. And so, Mr. Chairman, I want to say, no matter what, I have your back. I have your back, because those types of comments have no place in any type of political discussion, because, like I said, they're just personal attacks. I stand with members of the LGBTQ community. They should not be having these type of attacks related to religion. It doesn't matter what your beliefs, where we should be accepting of one another. And we see how this is turned into other disenfranchised communities that are not, that are represented, that we see this type of mentality using prayer, using church to disenfranchise them, to attack them. And I'm just tired of it. Now, while, like I said, while here at the chambers, it hasn't been used for that, we've seen it outside on this lawn where comments have been made to that nature. So we can't say it's just a one-off or that. Well, you can go on and see in social media and see comments like this. And so for that reason, I support rescinding the resolution. If people want to pray before coming in here, by all means, you are free to do that. That is the freedom that the Constitution of the United States allows us. But it doesn't have a place here, and there's definitely no place for hatred here in the Doña Ana County Commission chambers. We can have disagreements. I have disagreements even with my fellow commissioners. But it doesn't mean we need to get ugly and dehumanize one another. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.